Oh, good evening, everyone. We are your brothers in arms, and this is episode 37, take two. Uh, my name is Patrick. The voice that was just laughing is Greg, our middle brother, and then Alex, who's recording this jazz with a brand new haircut, looking good there, homie.
Thank you.
Alex is our youngest brother, and we're here again with you all, wherever and whenever you're listening to this. Thank you for taking the time to download our podcast or to watch with us on Twitch, twitch.tv/ Brothers in Arms Podcast, or you
Amen.
can catch us on YouTube at Brothers in Arms Podcast, where our videos are uploaded. So here we are, trying it again one more time to record properly episode 37. So, funny story. We did an entire episode last week. Last Sunday, the three of us got together. It was awesome. It was
Mm-hmm.
glorious. We
Mm-hmm.
talked about quite a few things, actually. Just a real quick breakdown for those who weren't here. um, we talked about flatulent more than most.
Mm-hmm.
Quarantine is better with a brother because those two knuckleheads got to quarantine together.
Amen.
We asked a question and we discussed a little bit about where we want to go with this channel. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. Getting skunked.
Mm-hmm. Twice.
Caroline's Caroline's PFD doesn't fit her uncle.
Nope.
PFD, for those who are listening, is a personal flotation device.
A little small.
A boat name, yeah, a boat name that deserves an explanation, and that boat name would be Alex.
The Dangle Dinghy.
There you go. Redneck ingenuity at its finest. That was an excellent conversation, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Hamburger donuts. I can't remember why that one came up, but it did. The flash question, which last week was shoot, it was mine. Oh, if you could experience for a day any world that you've read about, what would it be and why? And some excellent answers, by the way. And then a raccoon doesn't qualify as a designated driver.
That
So,
was a good one.
so
It
that
was
was
so
fun.
funny.
And we're sorry you missed it, but we didn't. We had a great time with it. And here we are tonight, hopefully, with you listening to all three of our voices as we discuss and not rehash, but we will re record episode 37 with a new thought. So, gentlemen, how goes it?
I'm finally going back to work tomorrow.
Same.
Hold on,
I
boys. I
haven't.
got something in my eye. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Hold, hold. Okay, it's good. We're fine. All's well.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's weird. I've essentially been out of work, um, in some way, shape, or form. I mean, little bits and pieces, but really since what, July?
Yeah. End of July.
And it, like,
Yeah.
no, for me, even earlier than that,
A
really
week
kind of
earlier. It's still the end of July.
mid like by July 4th, I essentially wasn't working. So what, 2 months not at work because I showed up and then went on. I finished work on recruiting duty and then took 30 days of move and then got down here to Virginia only to turn around and them tell me, yeah, you need to quarantine for another 2 weeks before you're allowed to start working. Okay. So,
That hurts.
so
Oh,
that's,
I'm so
yeah, that's,
sorry.
I know, right? That's been my life.
Oh darn.
Oh, darn.
Mm,
But
rats.
it is, it has ended. I am, well, finally officially checking in starting tomorrow. But it's been fun. I've really just gotten a chance. I mean, more than anything, I think I've told you guys this both. After coming off of recruiting duty for the last 3 years, to just have some time truly to decompress.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you know, I didn't realize just how stressed out I was after doing that for the last couple of years. So just to have that chance to kind of step back, so to speak, and breathe was amazing.
Well, and you guys deserve it.
But
Mm-hmm.
the time has come. I'm itching to get back into the shop
After doing
and
that
actually
for the
start
last
working
couple of
again.
years, so just to have that chance to kind of step back, so to
Same.
speak, and breathe was.
Are you watching the
And I'm
stream?
hearing myself.
Yeah, you were. I was just checking to make sure audio was coming through on both sides.
I already checked it.
I know, I
That was
see it. We're good.
that was really, it's weird hearing your own voice. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
tell me about it. Tell me about it.
We, the
Ah,
first time
Do
I
you get that?
really remember hearing my own voice, we were doing a reading assignment in like first grade, and the teacher came out, Mrs. Stanley came out and put
Oh
down
gosh.
um, all of these like old cassette recorders, and we were supposed to record ourselves talking to each other. And then at the end, I rewound it a little bit and hit play because I talked the most out of everybody because it was a reading assignment. Weirdest thing.
hearing
Weirdest
your
thing.
own voice, yeah.
I sound a lot more nasally than I thought I do.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Um, but yeah, I mean, we live in a generation now, man, where everybody does their own stuff, social media, TikToks,
TikToks.
timer on the
TikTok.
clock. Yeah, those things. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so everybody is recording their voice, and it's going to be out there forever in case somebody kills the internet, which highly unlikely. But,
Mm-hmm.
our voices right now, this is episode 37. Our voices for 37 plus hours is currently on the internet forever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean it's pretty wild when you go back and you listen to that stuff. But now I'm used to it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. Oh yeah, that's Alex. That's Greg. That's Greg's laugh right there. I mean, it's just those kind of things right there that you kind of get used to, and I don't know, almost take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's hard to believe that we're pushing almost probably close to 2 days worth of recorded audio of the three of us.
hmm absolutely, it's pretty crazy, but it's
That's
good stuff,
that's
man.
wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff. And when you go back and you look at the past episodes and think, oh, we did talk about that then, or oh yeah, that was an experience, or I forgot about all that, but I'm so glad that we have that memory now here. So those kind of things are pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with this being 37, we're one more off of me.
Yep.
Yo,
How does that make you feel?
uh, I mean, sure, I'm old,
Yeah.
older than you guys, so that doesn't hurt my
Yeah,
feelings.
that's true.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
always will be, old man.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Well, I have a game that we need to play.
Uh-oh.
I've been playing it
All right.
for a little bit now. It's kind of fun, and it's on one of those like trending sites. Everyone's playing the crap out of this game. If you guys haven't seen it yet, have you seen Fall Guys?
Wait, what?
It's called Fall Guys.
Fall Guys?
No.
Yep. All right.
No.
So I'll send you a link to it. But essentially, the whole premise of the game is not to fall. Right. So
Okay.
you have this dude, right? And literally, the whole goal of it is to get from the start line to the finish line faster than everybody else. You start out with 60 players in the first round, and then there's elimination rounds. Every round, the first like 40 or so people that cross the line, they go on to the second round. Everyone else is eliminated. And it's incredibly simple. Quite literally, you can move around with the joystick, you can move your camera angle so you can see different stuff, and you can jump. That's it. And you have to weave your way around all these other people, through the obstacles, through the pitfalls, not get hit by swinging pendulums, all of that junk, to go from the start line to the finish line faster than everybody else. It is quite possibly some of the most fun that I've had.
It's a game?
It's a game. It's on Steam.
A video game.
Because
Yep.
okay.
Yep. It's on Steam
And
right now
because
for
it's
what's up?
simple. I mean, is it the graphics? Is it like what does it keep calling out to you about?
So the graphics are hilarious because it's like a blob dude almost. Like you remember what the blobs look like from like Dragon Quest? If you put arms on them and then you put a tiny face that's just like a circle with two eyes in it, that's what these dudes
Mm-hmm.
look like. And then as you go, you can unlock more and more costumes for them. Like
Right.
there's a chicken suit. You can look like a hot
Because who
dog.
doesn't want to be a chicken
Who doesn't want to be a chicken?
or a hot dog?
You know.
I love chickens.
But you can get all
I
these
want to be
You
a
different
know
chicken
that.
hot dog.
costumes. The more you play, the faster, the further you go, the more you unlock. I mean, obviously, it probably has like pay to unlock stuff, but I'm not gonna do that. But it's simple. It's simple and it's easy, and you overestimate yourself all the time. You're like, oh yeah, I can make that jump, and then you jump and you fall, and you have to go back to the last checkpoint with all the other people that fell, and you start running again. Um, they're like little fat dudes, right? And they waddle when they run, and then they can jump. And then there's obstacles you gotta avoid. There's things on the floor that make you go faster, make you go slower. There's ledges to jump up. Like there's all sorts of stuff in this thing.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, it's been fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys. Yep, I think it's like 20
Okay.
bucks right now. If you don't buy all of the like special costumes that you get for buying DLC and stuff.
All right. Yeah.
So,
Because everybody needs that stuff.
oh yeah, you know, there's also a pigeon
My
suit
my
you can
little
unlock.
dude he has to look different than everybody else.
Yeah,
Has
pretty
to.
much. I mean, you can change the dude's color. You can make it look like he's wearing heart-shaped underwear. Like, you can do all of that stuff without paying anything extra, just buying the game. And then as you progress, you can unlock the other costumes.
Nice.
It sounds funny.
Mm-hmm. It definitely was not bad. Like I'm highly considering streaming it on the channel, just for the heck of it.
What turned you on to it, man? Like who pointed you that way?
Well, a couple of the guys that I watch on YouTube play it.
Okay.
There's
All right.
a guy who specializes in Mario Maker 2. His name is Dave. He goes by DGR on YouTube. And
Okay.
he's made a couple videos of him playing it. He still has not won. And I thought it was interesting. And then Mike, my roommate right now, um, is like, dude, we need to play this game. And I didn't have anything else to do on quarantine, so I was like, yeah, let's do it. Oh man, is it fun?
Okay.
Yeah. Fall Guys.
Check it out. Fall Guys. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
On Steam. Wonder if it's Mac appropriate.
Maybe. I don't know.
I bet I'm sure it's one of those games that you probably play it on a computer that has,
Like no graphics
you know,
whatsoever.
Yeah, it's because it's usually how some of those games become so popular. Because I mean that's why Fortnite is still crazy popular. You can play Fortnite on a bucket for crying out loud.
I'm playing on a phone.
I can't play it on Mac anymore.
What?
Really?
Yep. Yep. Fortnite got dropped by Apple.
Hmm.
Oh, that's right, because Epic's in that whole fight that's going on. Because you can't play it on your Android phone right now either.
Yeah.
Hmm. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's stupid. They're going back and forth.
Stinks to be
Speaking of
them.
games, so for starters, I've been playing Final Fantasy VIII.
Still.
Yep, I'm
Really?
already. Yep, I'm in Timber. Um, I can't believe how much I like. I think that is of the modern Final Fantasies, and I know I'm probably gonna get someone's gonna give me some hate mail for this, but I think that's probably my favorite. I love the draw system. I like um, the junction, the junction system. I enjoy it. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it that just I think it's fun. I like the storyline. I like the characters. So I have been enjoying that. Um, but then also this week, I know I mentioned it before we started streaming. Did either of you watch the Nintendo Direct for the Mario 35th anniversary?
Yes.
I watched another guy talk about it. Yes.
Okay.
So
Austin
I
John
I
plays.
watch Austin John plays. Yes, sir.
That
Who
he
do you
plays.
watch?
Austin John plays.
All right, I'm have to look him up. I like watching so my favorite right now is RGT 85.
Hmm.
He's my go-to streamer,
Uh huh.
YouTube dude. Um but no, I watched the direct and then I like consumed every commentary I could find on everything. Um haven't downloaded the new Mario battle game yet, but I know I will here soon because that looks like a blast.
Mario Battle Game?
Do you guys didn't even see that, did you?
No.
No.
Okay,
Uh. Uh.
so you both have your Nintendo Online.
Yes.
There is a battle royale Nintendo Online. So basically you and 34 other people start playing Super Mario World or Super Mario 1, the first Super Mario, the one that came out from Nintendo
Mm-hmm.
at the exact same time. And as you kill Goombas and turtles and whatever else on your screen,
Mm-hmm.
those enemies get sent to the other people playing.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
It gets insane. Um, and it's a last man standing. It looks absolutely hilarious, and a lot of fun, and definitely worth picking up. And again, it doesn't cost you anything; it's free.
Hmm. So
And
we
where
need
is this? This is on the
on the Switch.
This is on.
the
You can
Switch. Okay.
download. You can download it. Yeah, get on the online store on your Switch and download it.
Okay.
But also, obviously, the most hyped, which comes out in literally less than 2 weeks, is the Super Mario 3D All Stars.
So that has
And
what? 64
yep,
Galaxy and
yep,
Sunshine, right?
yep. and I already pre-ordered it. I wasted no time.
I'm just
Are
gonna
you
get it.
watching it?
No, I'm just saying that I'm chuckling that you've already purchased it. That you've already
I
pre-ordered.
couldn't wait.
It gets
I
time.
couldn't wait.
I'm just gonna get it when it comes out. Worst case scenario, I download it.
Well, yeah.
I'm back and forth with some of these games. Like some games I don't really like Animal Crossing, I just downloaded it. I don't have a physical copy.
Mm-hmm.
But this was one of those games where I was like, I really want that physical copy.
I can understand that.
Absolutely, sure.
I usually really worry about the physical copies if I'm gonna just play it and trade it in.
I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right. The longevity of it all,
Yeah, replayability.
like the replay value. If your replay value is low, yeah, don't don't buy an eternal copy,
Mm-hmm.
electronic eternal.
Plus, if you buy an electronic copy, then you get gold coins towards your account, which then can lessen the cost of something else that you buy.
Yeah, it's true,
Oh,
but
good point.
if you buy a physical copy new, you get gold points as well. You know that, right?
Yeah, you get like 60, right? Which is 60 cents off. But if you buy the electronic copy, you get like 5 or 6 times that, sometimes more.
Really?
Yeah, the electronic copy is like 400 coins. Whereas if you redeem the points for the physical copy, you only get 60.
So they actually encourage you to buy digital.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Did not know that.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper
It's cheaper for them.
in the long run. Yeah.
Yeah. Put the code online in order to buy it, or, mass produce cartridges for people. And then the
No,
more
that's
stuff they
interesting. I
buy, you have to end up buying an SD card to put more memory on your Switch, and then they get you on both ends.
Right.
Not just a hat rack.
says the nuke.
Sure, we'll go with that. Dude, I haven't done my
Sorry.
job in like 4 years, so
Yeah, that's true.
I've just
It's
been.
like riding a bicycle, only nuclear powered.
Well, it's like riding a bike, but it's on fire, and so is the sidewalk, and so are you. Everything's on fire. Yeah. And then you get to learn again. Yay!
Yeah, no, that's gonna be my fun part over the next 6 months is relearning my job.
Mm.
Yep. Relearning and then learning a new platform. That's gonna be me.
Oh,
Yep.
a new platform
I,
because it's no longer the Enterprise.
nope. No, if I had
Got it.
gone to any other aircraft carrier for my first boat, this next boat would be so much easier.
Really?
Yeah, because
Just because of the age?
so Enterprise was her own platform, right? She was known as A2W. Um, the
Okay.
the new stuff that I'm going to is A4W. Yeah. So
What
less.
happened to three?
She's in Idaho.
They skipped it.
We don't talk about it.
Ah, got it.
Yeah,
Okay, my bad.
it's all right. I can tell you later. But
You're good.
yeah,
You're good.
essentially though, right? This stuff is brand new to me, and it's like the second to newest brand new to the Navy.
Oh.
So I'm going from like the oldest piece of junk. I love that thing. To, brand new automated. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be ridiculous. New.
So, are we talking easier, or you got to be smarter to be able to do it? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Okay,
So
never mind.
it's more condensed, right? So the boat that I came
Right.
from had, 4 plants, 8 reactors, right? I'm going to a boat that has 2 plants, 2 reactors. Okay?
Okay.
But in essence, I was on a sub platform on the surface, and now I'm going to a surface platform on the surface. So a little different.
All right.
It's going to be fun.
You got this, homie. You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm probably not going to do anything for a couple of days when I get there. It's going to be, check in. I got to go pee for my country. Um, and I'm not administering the tests, so thank God.
Yay.
Yeah,
Not my responsibility anymore.
not my responsibility. So I'm gonna try my best not to get roped into that when I get there too.
Yeah, good call, man.
So,
Good call.
but check in with medical, check in with dental, do all of the admin check in stuff. Um, yeah, and then pretty much go away because there's nothing else that I can do.
Okay.
So, yeah, I gotta get my
I
parking
mean, I
pass.
am I am not making light of this, guy, so please don't take this as that. But I mean, is this week pretty much just gonna be like orientation? Here's where you park. Here's where you get your stuff done, and
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
we'll see you next week, kind of thing. Like,
Kinda.
Yep, pretty much. For me, yeah,
I mean, you guys
definitely.
are you guys are coming back after being off, well, being away from any of this kind of stuff for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, is there any kind of trepidation? Like, are you guys worried, or is this just going to be like, I mean, we've already used the analogy of riding a bicycle, but
On fire.
I mean, right? I mean, do you? Yes, Alex, you're going from an older boat to a newer boat, so
Yeah.
you've got that hurdle to jump. But I mean, is it really going to be that much different, or has stuff changed that much? Alex, for you, what, 4 years you've been in your last appointment,
Mm-hmm.
and Greg, 3 for yours. Do you
Three.
really see right? Do you really see that going to be a headache or a hurdle or a
Yes.
It'll be a challenge. Yeah, no, our operations manuals change. The aircraft has been. I mean, a V-22 is still a V-22, but it's not the same V-22. There's new things that have been incorporated. The inspections have changed. The phase lines, I think, actually changed on the V-22 since the last time I was here. They used to be phase lines. Phase lines for a V-22 used to be 210 hours, and now they're more than that. And so the inspections have all adjusted accordingly. So like the hourly inspections that I was used to doing are no longer, they don't exist anymore. The inspections themselves are the same, like what you actually look at, or maybe portions of them are the same, but where they
right?
fall have changed. So like, you know, the actual, some of the portions of the aircraft have been upgraded. So that stuff's new. So yeah, no, there's definitely like my first couple months, the first couple weeks minimum will be me just reading.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will be sitting and like
Sure.
you'll come into the office and be like, "Hey, what's Staff Sergeant Richmond doing?" Reading pubs.
Same.
Like reading and reading,
Got it.
reading, reading, catching up on like, okay, and then like sitting down and going through our maintenance SOPs, our standard operating procedures, and going, okay, like I'm probably going to make the Marines hate me because I'm probably going to start out with like, okay, what programs? All right, here's all our programs. Print me out, or I'm going to go to QA and print out the checklist for the audits for all the programs,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to go through each like, for the day or for like 2 days. I'm gonna be like, okay, you're in charge of this program. Like, come with me. We're gonna audit your program. I want to know, it's not to ping you. I want to make sure your program's running correctly, but more specifically, it's to help me get back up to speed on like how this program actually works, what's changed about it, and I want you, you're gonna teach me, and you're gonna get me back up to speed, and I'm gonna
Got
audit
it.
everyone's program, and they're gonna hate me, but because no one likes getting
You,
their program audited.
well, sure, man. It's like coming in and saying, "Teach me your job," because hey, you're not doing it, and that's not what you're saying, but that's a perception that can be from
Yeah.
somebody. So yeah,
Yeah,
I got
and
you, man.
having that
I got you.
conversation with them, like, man, I'm not trying to push your, step on your toes. I just want to make
Right.
sure I know what I'm talking about, so I have your back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Right.
why we're doing this together. You know, I want to see all this stuff, and I want to make sure that it's meeting the standards, so that way you're good. I know what I'm talking about. I see what you're doing, and we're both on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
So
Will
so that'll be
you
fun.
have that level? Will you have that level of responsibility? Like this is as your
Oh,
job, is this you have to know these things
Mm-hmm.
from all these
oh,
other Marines?
absolutely. Yeah, no, as a staff NCO, it's expected. I should know, you know, yeah, no. So there'll be another Marine, there'll be a sergeant or a corporal that's in charge of the program. There'll be
Right.
the program manager, because that's putting them in positions of responsibility. But as a staff NCO, I should absolutely know that like that's part of my job, to know that that
Mm.
program is being run, and it's being run correctly, and being able to explain that to quality assurance, or the CO or whoever. If someone were to come in and say, hey, how is this program being run? I can say, absolutely, sir. Like, here's the Marine in charge of the program. He can tell you a lot about it. If there's any questions that he doesn't know, which shouldn't happen, but if that's the case, I'm here as well to answer those questions. So
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
to make sure that, yeah,
I just gotta find somebody that
I
can walk
got
me
you.
around the boat.
that's what we
Hmm.
do.
Mm-hmm. I never been
So
on.
what's the size comparatively to what you came from? I mean, it was the big E, so now you've got,
She was
this boat.
the biggest aircraft carrier, right? She was 1,123 feet long. Um, these barely break 1,000, so
Okay.
they're not as big,
Okay.
but the
Still, it's a
layouts.
big boat.
Oh yeah,
Excuse me. Ship.
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 Yeah, layout's completely different.
Yeah.
Like the things that I knew where they were. Yeah, I got no idea.
Okay. Well, it's always what mom said. It's best to know, or it's best to figure out where you're going by getting lost.
Mm-hmm.
So you might find yourself.
Yes.
I mean, you got clearance, man. You can go just about anywhere.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much about finding yourself in a place that you don't belong. But
The only thing I'm worried about is my clearance wasn't updated with the boat yet. So when I got my badge last week, I have a green badge. In order to go anywhere, I need my red badge.
oh,
Yeah.
sounds like Christmas.
Yeah, so that's something I'm. Well, I mean, they're like a stoplight. There's green, yellow, and red.
Oh, okay.
So
Which is ironic that red means you can go anywhere.
yep, it's like
Right. Shouldn't that mean like stop?
nope, don't stop me.
Don't don't stop me now.
Yes.
I'm having a good time. Come on, Greg.
Do 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 do
Oh,
do do. Wa da da da.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no, 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 no,
yeah.
no, 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 no. Yeah, right. That's how it goes.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yep. That's it.
Perfect. That's
Exactly.
exactly it. Exactly. Yeah. Oh,
What's up?
Greg.
Yes, yes.
Uh, something to tell you off channel, but it
Hmm.
involves uh the tuba.
Ooh.
Yeah. So don't forget before we hop off
I won't.
and
Okay.
say our goodnights.
I never forget.
Let me
Don't
share something
get
with you.
off.
I never
Don't
forget.
get
What was that,
off.
Alex?
I never forget.
You never forget.
That's
No, you
true.
don't. You elephant. That's
It's
right.
kind of disturbing sometimes how much
Mm-hmm.
he remembers.
That's all right. That's all right. So, Greg, I mentioned
Yes.
my flash question from last week. Do you have
Hmm.
one for today? Do you have one for today?
Do I have a flash question? You
It's
know
your
what?
week.
I
Yeah.
actually do have a flash question, which is ironic because I forgot. And then as soon as you said it, I was like, oh crap, I need to have one. And I came up with one off the fly. And it's kind of
Oh,
follows
sweet.
Is it
in this
off the
case it's
fly
gonna
or on the fly?
on the fly. Came on the fly.
Off the
Um
fly.
on off
Because
the fly.
Alex is often flies like nobody's business over there.
Yes, yes, yes.
He is
I've
flopping those flies.
I've killed 3 so far. How they got
The
in
fly
here, I
assassin.
don't know.
Now, look, correct me if I'm wrong. So, what, Alex, Mr. Memory Box, what all questions have we asked so far?
So we asked the first one was from Patrick, if I
Hmm.
do remember
Uh-huh.
so correctly.
Yeah, that's true.
And let's see. So Greg's was 2 weeks ago, and it was superpowers. No, that was
Yep.
mine. Yours
That was
was
yours.
ability. Any sort of ability that you could have and instantly learn. Mine
That was
was
Greg.
Yep.
if you thought your pets would have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Right.
Patrick's last week was the fictional world.
Right.
And then the first week. Hold on.
My first one. Come on.
Hold on. Mm, this hurts.
Location, location, location.
Oh, yeah, anywhere you could be. Anywhere you would like to be. Right? I chose Montana. Greg chose, what was it? The Pacific Northwest?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
Seattle
Hmm.
type area.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'd love to go there. Never been there before. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, sweet. So, Patrick, I'm going to play off your questions. So, you talked about, and your question was going and visiting a fictional world for a day.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
All right. So one of the shows that I was kind of a guilty pleasure. I started watching it, and every chance I go back and watch it again. Have you watched? It was on Netflix. It's David Letterman. My next guest needs no introduction.
I've seen a couple of those. Yeah.
Okay, so it, there's two of them. There's David Letterman's My Next Guest Needs an Introduction, and then Jerry Seinfeld does one
Yeah,
called Comedians
yeah,
in Cars Getting Coffee.
I love that one.
Um,
that's right. I
okay,
love that
so
one.
it's those
Okay.
that kind of like off the cuff interview I absolutely love. I find them very entertaining. Um, it's cool learning about those. And so, Patrick, if you could go and you talked about going and visiting a fictional world, gentlemen, if
Hmm.
you could have the opportunity, and I don't care if it's a breakfast, lunch, dinner, or getting a cup of coffee, what fictional character? And this, let's keep this broad because I'd like to hear your thoughts. If you jump between, like, I don't know if you're going to throw out a comic book character or a book character. If you could have the opportunity to sit down and have a conversation with one of those fictional characters, who would it be and why?
Oh my goodness. I have no idea why this person just popped into my head, but it is what it is. Um, Goodness. I guess it's because we're going through all the Marvel Universe movies. But I think I would want to sit down with Captain America. And not MCU, not the movie Chris Evans Captain America, but the true comic book character. He's gone through a lot of stuff, and experienced a lot of stuff, and we're not just talking the cold, but he's died and come back. He's gotten old, but still kept his powers. He passed on the shield.
The
He
Bucky,
took it back.
not the Black Falcon.
Uh, uh-huh.
Stupid MCU.
He just I don't know, like he's timeless to me. And if I could have a second one, it'd be Superman. But I think I would want to have shawarma just to sit down with Captain America and be like, dude, like how, number one, what was World War II like? And tell me, man, what's up? I think that'd be so cool. Um, and probably pretty generic, but you know, that's it. That's who I'd pick. I'd have a coffee with or shawarma with Captain America.
All right, boyo.
So I've been trying to come up with an answer while Patrick's been talking, and I've narrowed it down to a couple,
Oh,
but I'm not gonna go through the couple. So, um, you guys know that one of the major, literary influences that I've had in my entire life was like the Harry Potter series. I think I've read them, cover to cover, all the way through the series. Something along the lines of, shoot, probably 25 or 30 times at least.
Yeah, you
goodness,
you
man.
beat yeah you
Go ahead.
beat me by a lot. I've read them three.
Yeah, well, I mean, the seventh book came out, and I
Whoa.
literally read it the night it came out. Like, I did not sleep. I didn't finish it. I didn't stop until I finished it. Um, so, in all honesty, I would probably sit down and have a cup of coffee with Albus Dumbledore. And, um, I mean,
He'd have tea.
yeah, he'd have tea probably, wearing his fancy socks. But anyway, um, a couple of different reasons, right? So, some of the things that he did throughout the years, right? Some of the thoughts and the theories and the actions that he carried out were for, in his words, the greater good. Um, but
Right.
some of the things you just don't think about, right? Some of the things just absolutely make no sense. Like, when Lily and James Potter were in hiding with the Fidelis charm. Um, the charm was cast by Dumbledore himself, right? And all three parties involved have to be there for the charm. So the person the charms are being held over, the caster themselves, and then the secret keeper. Right? How did Dumbledore let Sirius Black go to jail for 12 years and let him rot there if he knew
Wow,
that the
man.
secret keeper was Peter Pettigrew?
That's a heavy question, man. I don't know.
You know, some of his actions throughout the book, some of the things that he could do or could not do, um, just stupid things. You know, I'd like to sit down and have a well thought out, argument essentially with this man to figure out why he did the things that he done did.
How did you undo it?
Why did he done do it? But that's just me.
It's a good call, man. I like it.
What an
I
interesting.
like it. And it's personal too. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and it's kind of
All
a
right,
tie on.
Greg, what'd you think?
All right, so I
A
asked this
tie on
question
what?
one. I
From
asked
last
this
week.
question because one, obviously Patrick, I remembered your question from last last uh last week, but
Tie on.
so I've been
Right.
driving when I went down to when was quarantining with Alex.
Mm-hmm.
um
That's me.
he gave me hooked me up with an Audible account so I could listen to some of the books that they downloaded.
Oh, sweet.
And
Yeah.
they have a copy of the ballad. He and Liz have a copy of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
which is the um, why can't I think of the author's name? Suzanne Collins.
Suzanne
Suzanne
Collins.
Collins
Right.
prequel to The Hunger Games, and I'm not done with it yet. I'm close to the end. I think I've got a couple more hours left of listening to it, but I've been following the life of Cornelius Snow, the future president of Pan Am.
Okay. Yeah.
And I want to have a cup of coffee and try not to die
Yeah, don't drink
with
it.
Cornelius Snow. Yeah, a cup of coffee with Cornelius as an adult. So like, having read everything or listened to everything up to this point of his background, and then remembering he's a minor, like he's a character in the books and he plays a role in the books, and he is an antagonist to Katniss Everdeen.
Right.
But I feel like after having listened to this book up to this point, there's a it's almost like there's a portion of him that's missing that isn't like this book makes me think about the Hunger Games differently.
Really?
And yeah,
It does.
absolutely. And so I would love to get a chance to better understand his thought processes and stuff and kind of pick his brain. Like, what happened? Like, I don't know. There's just something I'd want to better understand his mindset of like what he was thinking and how he is who he is and having control of Pan Am and everything else.
You
Uh,
know, there's going to be sequels to the prequel, right?
No way.
really,
Really.
Yeah. They They leave it kind of
I'll have to
open at
check
the
this
end.
one out.
I can send you my Audible stuff if you want to listen to it.
I appreciate it, man. I know I've got two other voracious readers in the house that love that story, so
Fair enough.
it'd be cool to check it out.
I've been loving it. It's so good. Um, it's just it's fascinating, and so it just makes me wonder, like, you know, I'm learning about, the formative years of this, in the the Hunger Games books, he's this big bad villain, and I'm reading this backstory and I'm rooting for him. And I don't know how to feel about that. And so I want to talk to, after having like listened to it up to this point, I want a chance to talk to him as an adult, as the
Hmm.
president, and pick his brain and just kind of better understand like what is going on in his mind.
Yeah,
Because I find that fascinating.
Fascinating.
So,
that's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting point.
Yeah.
You
There's.
guys chose somebody who would actually talk to you about like serious stuff, and I'm over here thinking, man, it'd be neat to see Captain America.
what? No, Captain America's cool.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Captain America.
Uh, that's
I.
good stuff, man. That's a good question. I like it.
I like it. My turn next week.
Your turn
Yes.
next week,
All
homie.
right. I'll think of something.
I believe you.
We'll figure it out.
I believe you. So next week we're still in September.
We are, in fact.
Uh, yeah, I should still be here. We have something that we have coming up in September, but it's like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing.
Mm,
So
I will definitely be here.
sweet. Yeah, that's another thing. We got to figure out y'all's schedule and see if this will still work with all that jazz.
Sunday should work. I don't work on the weekends
Lucky.
unless we have something going on. So Sunday nights should still be normal.
As soon as I get qualified, something I'm going to be on a. Well, pretty soon I'm going to be on a duty section, so I'll give you guys that rotation.
Okay.
I may be working on Sundays, but yeah, we'll see.
Well, I mean, if we can adjust, man. We're uh sort of flexible.
Well, the good thing is I'll know like pretty soon. I'll be able to give you guys my schedule and be like, I have duty
Mm,
this day. We're gonna have to do it on Saturday or Monday. I have duty.
right.
I'm good. I'm off going. Whatever. Like I will make
Right.
time whenever I'm free that we can do it. So
Okay.
if I'm free on a Sunday, we're good to go. But
I like it.
we might have to shift it like
I'm down.
um, a week out of the 1 week out of the month. So,
Okay.
but
So I just ate a bunch of Scrabble tiles. My next trip to the
And
bathroom might spell disaster. Alex is trying so hard.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
not that
so why
hard.
don't why don't crabs donate their money?
They're they're pinchers. They're penny pinchers.
Because it's crusty.
No, because they're shellfish.
Shellfish.
Uh,
What did the drummer name his twin daughters?
Oh,
What
I
up?
love that one. And a one and a two.
And a one and a two. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard this one. Why are cats bad at telling stories?
I don't know.
Because they only have one tail.
That's kind of a wah wah.
Wait, wait. All right, try
Wah.
again.
You. Did you know Teslas don't have that new car smell?
No.
They have more of an Elon Musk.
Wah, wah.
How was that one
Just
a
want to
wah
get
wah?
enough.
That one was good.
I don't know. I don't know why these keep coming up. I entered a pooping
Mm.
contest once.
You came in
Did you
second.
know?
I got third place.
Oh gosh.
I'm
Alex, what do
sorry.
you get?
Sorry.
What do you
Sorry.
what do you get? What do you get from a pampered cow?
Spoiled
Ooh,
milk.
Spoiled milk.
spoiled milk.
I guess that one.
I think we've said this one before. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
A frisbee.
Mm-mm. A stick.
That's right.
Wah wah.
Why do cows wear bells?
Mm.
I don't know.
Because their horns don't work.
Oh golly.
What did the Buddhist say to the hot dog vendor?
Family Channel.
Who just say hot dog?
No, this one's clean. What did the Buddhist say to the hot dog vendor?
I don't know.
I don't
Make me
know.
one, make me one with everything.
Oh,
Wah wah.
wah wah wah.
And the local man killed by a falling piano. It will be a low-key funeral.
Low key.
That one was good.
Oh shit! I won't do later.
See, I can't look any up right now. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Well, we're
my
using my.
therapist just told me that I'm completely incapable of expressing my feelings. Can't say I'm surprised.
uh,
That's actually kind of funny.
I like it.
it's good.
It's good. Well, family, that wraps it up for our episode for this evening, for today, for Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, fellas.
Happy Labor Day.
Happy
Happy
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I know. This is
Yeah.
the
I
first one
went.
I've had
I
off
went
in years.
fishing. Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Envious.
It was good.
I bought the bat phone.
So you did. You did get the bat phone. We didn't get to talk about that very much.
Nah, we'll talk about it next week. It'll be alright.
Nah. All right. That sounds good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are your brothers in arms. My name is Patrick. That's Greg. That's Alex. And we are honored to share this time with you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for being a part of our family as we just have fun, talk, tell stupid jokes, and just really catch up on where we are in our different phases of life right now. So, if you're praying, I would encourage you to pray for these two guys as they get into the thick of things starting tomorrow. And
Amen.
yeah, I would appreciate that too because prayer changes things. It really helps. So, fellas, got anything to share before we head on out?
You know he does.
Drink water.
Drink
Take
water.
Motrin.
Take
No,
Motrin.
drink water. Take
Yeah,
Motrin.
take
Change
Motrin.
your socks.
Change your socks.
Mhm.
Bingo.
As always.
Tried and true, as always. Alex,
The deadline for
Cures everything.
registering to vote is coming up. So exercise your right, people. Go register. Go vote.
exercise. That's right. That's right. It's good. Nice PSA. I'm digging it. This public
The
service
more you
announcement is brought to you by
know.
Alex.
Discord
The more
reminded me.
you know.
Discord is even having
Oh,
things to, register to vote. So seriously.
That's
I see
hilarious
it
and
too.
awesome.
And then and then there's a button, vote.org.
Yep.
Okay. Very good.
Well, I'll vote.
Uh, if I could tell you anything, rest when you can.
Mm.
Rest when you can.
Mm-hmm.
Work so that you can rest, and rest when you can. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Love you guys.
Love you too, man.
Love you too.
Everybody have a wonderful week. Thank you again for hanging out with us. Again, you can find us twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms Podcast, YouTube at Brothers in Arms Podcast, Twitter, your BIA Podcast, and find us anywhere your podcasts are found. Thank you for hanging out with us. We love you
Podbean.
so much. Have a Podbean. Have a great week, and we look forward to seeing you again sometime next week. Y'all take care now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.